Well, I guess I better make this official before I say anything else. My old Hellquill series, the save file is officially corrupted. Not even playable anymore. It's not even just crashing, it's actually just 100% corrupted. Now, when I try to load it up, it just loads the game from the start. It gets confusing what exactly it does, but yeah. You basically are just playing as the Griffonian Empire at the start of the game now, so the file is lost forever. So we could have easily beat everybody else, but the game being kind of stupid, well, and me being a little, maybe me being a little stupid too for not realizing that it might be a bad idea to play my save file that's in Iron Man mode in an unstable version of the game. But that's the past now. As promised, I'm moving on to the River Coalition, specifically the River Republic. We've done a lot of bad things, maybe, in this playthrough. I don't think we've ever, besides my first playthrough as Equestria, which I didn't even really know what I was doing in the first place in that one, I don't think I've ever really tried to, be Harmony and do the good stuff. I'm not exactly sure how the mechanics of it work. I know that there's a part of the focus tree over here, Dreams of a Federation, where you can kind of go down it and eventually get to the River Federation, and that unlocks a decision over here, form the River Federation. I'm not exactly sure how the mechanics work, like, do I need to have everybody like me so much, or does it just automatically form? I guess if you know, you can tell me in the comments. I don't think that's a spoiler. If it's a spoiler, don't tell me. But if you think that that should just be common knowledge that I should know, go ahead and tell me. Otherwise, I'm going to start with divided government, because we need to, I guess you could say, fix our own country before we start trying to help fix out all these other members of the River Coalition. Yeah, we'll start off, of course, by building up our civilian industry, which is probably the most important thing to do, especially early game. I've noticed in Equestria War, I've played a little bit of base game lately with the 100 subscriber special, and just for fun, maybe I should be recording that, I don't know, but I've noticed that Equestria at War, you get to a point where you have a lot more factories. You always start off as a country with like 8 civilian factories, but then by the end of the game, you have so many factories that you can just build infinite nuclear reactors. That doesn't happen in the base game. I guess it could happen, but it doesn't really happen that often. It's a lot different in here. Probably because it's a lot easier to, grow your country. In the base game, you hit 25% world tension, and all the allies are gonna fight you. So unless the allies have already lost, you're gonna have a hard time. But here, you can just go after whoever you want, really, unless you're by the River Coalition. Okay, the poverty issue. One of the bitterest and most acrimonious disputes between the Harmonists and the Socialist parties is the issue of poverty. Thousands of mares and stallions live on barely subsistence, and it is extremely hard for any of the poor to find gainful employment. The stagnation has continued for several years now, and both sides blame each other for failing to act appropriately. The Harmonists, being the majority party, have promised a bill that would increase investment in industry and infrastructure, arguing that this growth would create new jobs for the poor to take up and lift themselves out of poverty. While the Socialists are unconvinced, preferring the implementation of extensive social welfare programs. Okay, I see what's going on. So, the bill will find sufficient bipartisan support, or Nova World cracks the bill, killing the bill. Okay, we're going the Harmony route. We're not gonna support communist uprising this time around. We need to form the River Federation. Stimulus failure. Unfortunately, despite the passing of the Industrial Incentive Bill, very little has improved in the state of our economy. Well, of course, everything I do. The rural/urban divide, of course, we have so many problems. The one time I try to be the good guys. The faithful farmers. That's good. The farmers have always been reliable. Sweet. Talsmar Commune, what? Oh, the third issue that has come before the cabinet is an odd one. A group of urban and upper middle class city ponies have left their dwellings in a Rejekograd and have taken up a primitive agrarian mode of existence. Oh, communist! What? We'll whip some sense into them. Let them brew in the mountains while we try to form a federation. Oh, what? I guess let's slander the socialists. What the heck? I think something's going on with selecting countries. Oh no, it was just being weird for a second. I was right. I swear, I was right clicking the countries and it was just doing that weird gray thing where, wow. Okay, let's just click the option that gives Harmony more support. Sounds good to me. Day of the Deputy. As the report snap election nears its close, both parties realize the need to keep River Swirl and Nova Whirl away from each other. What the heck? Where's the respect? Come on. Fear that closing the bay would result in a riot in the capital. Wow. I love democracy. The socialists can't interfere with us anymore. I love democracy. I love the republic. There we go. I think the way to go if we are, you know, being the good guys for once is to go Bastion of the East. But yeah. So we'll just be guaranteeing and protecting places. That sounds fun. That's, I think, what we're going to do. We're going to be guaranteeing, we're going to be protecting the world. Yes, that sounds good. That sounds good. New Undersecretary of the Treasury. With the Republic stable and the financial sector once again about to function, the vacancy in the office of Undersecretary of the Treasury has grown too important to ignore. Okay. Baba will be disappointed we lose some political power, or Baba will be happy, but we lose political power gain, and we... Oh, I think that's the good one. Oh, wait, look a second. Look what I just found. It's a race. This thing is all a race. To who in the River Coalition can form the Union first? I see what this is. It's an epic game show race thing, and we are the leader. We have 1 point, everybody else has 0. How do you get more points, you may ask? You do these focuses that help other people out. So by helping other people out, you get points. And the more points you get, the closer you are to be able to form the River Coalition, or the River Union, I guess I should say. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We better not lose, because if we lose, we get a game over. Oh no, a challenger approaches. We're now tied with Lake City, so I guess they're technically the current leader for some reason, even though we had one first, so... Well, whatever. We're doing one right now, so we'll take the lead ahead again. We've kind of done all the focuses that I wanted to get through, so I feel good kind of just focusing on the union thing. Yeah, most of this stuff isn't very necessary right now. Wait a second, what the heck is going on? What is this? The Tripartite Union. After years of warfare, to the anger and happiness of many, the shattered lands of Duchy of Verania have been united under a single leader. While this wasn't a surprising result by itself, what was unexpected was instead of House Erie with a Y or House Erie without a Y, led by the most legitimate claimants to the throne, it was House Avian under its matriarch Lady Katrina, which would be the uniting force. This is crazy. Oh, look! Peace! Peace between the Eries and Avian. So now both House Erie and Erie with a Y are puppets of House Avian. This is exciting stuff, my friends. Exciting stuff that we get to witness. Okay, I usually don't read out the focuses in anything, really, but this one is actually pretty interesting. Send an emissary to the Changelings. Off the coast lies an island inhabited by a strange creature called changelings. They surely look more like ponies than the griffins do, and we've heard stories about their queen being a harmonist. Perhaps if we reach out to them, we will be able to make an unlikely friend? That's pretty interesting. See, they're right here, and whatever, gonna tell them, but I don't know what could become of that. Oh, well, they rejected our friendship. Whatever. I guess that's kind of what you would expect. Well, this has actually been very interesting. I didn't expect everything to be so well, like, developed over here. It's actually crazy. It's like its own minigame in of itself. Really fun, really good so far. If you've enjoyed this, remember to subscribe, remember to give this video a like, and see you guys in the next episode.